Hey guys, what's up? It's the Astro Witch. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Cancer for the first 2 weeks of September. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone, but there are so many amazing readers here on YouTube. If this message doesn't resonate with you, I'm sure you will find one that does. If you would like a more personal reading, my information will be in the description box below, and you can reach out to me and we will work something out together if that's something you're interested in. Before I get into the reading, I want to talk about the energy that I've been feeling for your sign and the astrology that's going to be going on for your sign this month. I've tried to do this video probably like 10 times now for your sign in particular, and I've been feeling this very overwhelming, kind of nervous energy. So I'm sensing that it may be, one of those months for you guys out there that just has a lot going on and you may be a bit overwhelmed or worn out, because that's just the energy that I'm picking up on right now. There's going to be a stellium forming this month in the sign of Virgo, and this is going to be happening in your third house, which is a house that's traditionally ruled by Mercury. So it's a very busy, overwhelming house to begin with, but when you add all of these planets in the mix, it becomes quite overwhelming. It's the house that rules short distance travel and communication and friendships, so you may be meeting a lot of important people this month, having important conversations. There's going to be a lot of communication happening. It could be that you are networking or trying to find a new job or find a new friend group, whatever it may be. There's going to be lots of communication going on with people around you. It could also be a very busy month for you in terms of short distance traveling. You could be taking a lot of short trips, running a lot of errands, just keeping very busy this month. So be sure that you're taking a lot of time for yourself to just relax and unwind, because I'm definitely feeling a very overwhelmed, exhausted energy from your sign today. We also have a full moon in Pisces that's happening in your 9th house. Whenever we have full moons, it means that something is reaching a point of completion, something's coming to a head. And for you guys, it's happening in the house of higher education and travel. So some of you guys may be completing courses or completing degrees at this time. Some of you may be officially making travel plans that you've been wanting to do for a long time now. But something is going to be coming ahead for you in that area of your life. It's also a time when we have full moons that the full moon will shed light on a situation that we may not have been aware of before. So something may come up with your schooling, your education, that you weren't aware of, and that may be a little bit overwhelming for you guys to deal with. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a possibility, just so you can give yourself plenty of time to prepare for this busy month that we have ahead. We also have Saturn stationing to go direct in your 7th house of relationships, which is going to be really good for you guys, because when Saturn is retrograde, it really delays stuff and puts a hold on things. So if that area of your life has been pretty slow the past, couple weeks or the past month, now things are going to start finally moving forward, which I know is good news for a lot of you. Alright, now I'm going to get into the reading. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but I am going to shuffle them a little bit more while I'm doing the reading, just to make sure it's really shuffled good. First, I'm going to be pulling 2 astrological oracle cards. to be the theme of the reading for you. So these two cards are going to crown your reading and give you the general focus and theme of the next 2 weeks. Give me 2 oracle cards for the sign of Cancer for the first 2 weeks of September. What are going to be the main energies and the main theme of the month for the sign of Cancer? Alright, so the first card that I pulled is the sign Leo. And the second card that we pulled is the sign Cancer, your sign. Alright, so with these two energies, what I'm sensing is there may be some conflict of energies this month for you guys. Leo is a fire sign, Cancer is a water sign, and fire and water do not necessarily mix that well. Water and the sign of Cancer is a very gentle, nurturing energy, whereas the sign of Leo is very fiery and energetic. So what I'm getting is that there's going to be this kind of push and pull for you this month between wanting to run ahead into things and needing to take a step back and slow down and relax. There's going to be this tension for you guys this month. You're going to want to be getting things started, getting things going, but it's going to be overwhelming and there's going to be a lot going on. So you're going to need a lot of time to rest as well and just to, nurture yourself and regain energy so that you can go out and accomplish those things that you want to. Leo's a very fun energy, so with the third house being lit up for you guys this month, there could be a lot of socialization going on because the third house is the social house. You could be meeting a lot of new people who become good friends, and you might be going out a lot, you might be even partying a lot, and if that's the case, you do need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your health and resting so that you have enough energy to do all these things that you want to do this month, because it is going to be a very busy month for you guys. Alright, now I'm going to pull some tarot cards. I've already pre-shuffled a little bit, and one card in particular popped out for me when I was doing the pre-shuffle, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about, being independent, having all your ducks in a row, having everything in order in your life. So that may be a focus for you this month. It's a card of abundance, so it probably will be a very good month for you guys in terms of your job and earning money. It is also the sign of taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself. So again, there's that message for you guys to make sure that you are resting and taking care of your health. You're going to be able to accomplish a lot this month, but if you aren't careful, you could burn out. Connect me to the collective energy of the sign of Cancer for the first 2 weeks of September. What are Cancers going to be experiencing this month? What's going to be the main focus for the sign of Cancer the first 2 weeks of September? What can the sign of Cancer expect these next 2 weeks? Connect me to the collective energy of the sign of Cancer. What can the sign of Cancer expect for the first 2 weeks of September? Connect me to the collective energy of the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. All right. I'm going to be pulling some clarifier cards after this, but let's take a look at this main spread first. The first card that I pulled is the Three of Cups. The second card is the High Priestess. The third card is the Three of Wands. And the last card is the Queen of Cups. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm sensing a lot of socializing and fun times happening with this Three of Cups beginning your reading. You got 2 threes in this reading, the Three of Cups and then the Three of Wands. What that tells me is it is going to be a very social month. 3 is always a social number that implies a group of people. So, especially with the Three of Cups, that often signifies lots of festivities, partying. You may be going out to the bar a lot with your friends, whatever it may be, you're going to be having a lot of fun. You're going to be socializing with a lot of people, meeting a lot of people. With the High Priestess, I sense that you're really going to need to keep that balance in your life this month, like I was speaking about earlier with the 2 oracle cards that I pulled. There's going to be lots of highs, but there's also going to be lots of lows where you just need to rest and heal and rejuvenate. So make sure that you are taking time to take care of yourself and that you're not going overboard with the partying or going out or socializing. It may be one of those months where you just have a hard time saying no to people. You might be getting a lot of invitations to go out, and that can be very hard to deny sometimes, because Cancers love their friends. They love to be around people. They're great with people. So it can be hard to turn down those invitations, but you have to keep your health and your well-being as your top priority this month so that you don't burn out. With the 3 of Wands coming in as your 3rd card, I'm sensing that you may be starting a new venture this month. It may be something where you don't know necessarily how it's going to turn out, with the High Priestess being here, because she is the card of mystery. But with the Queen of Cups ending your reading, that tells me that you are following your intuition and you are being guided by your spirit guides, your guardian angels. You're being guided by a higher power down this new path. You don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but it's exciting, it's fun, it's a new beginning, and you are following your heart and trusting your intuition that you will end up where you need to go. I'm going to be pulling some clarifier cards now for you guys. Give me a clarifier for the 3 of Cups. Give me a clarifier for the 3 of Cups. Give me a clarifier for the 3 of Cups. Alright, so you got the 2 of Cups clarifying the 3 of Cups. A lot of you guys might be starting a new relationship, or just getting back out there and dating this month, because the 3 of Cups definitely symbolizes dating, socializing, going out at night, having fun. And the 2 of Cups symbolizes, meeting someone special who you feel very connected with. And you're starting to bond with that person, you're getting to know each other. For some of you, that could be the new thing that you're starting this month. And you may not know exactly where it's going to go, but you have a good feeling about it, and you're trusting your intuition and you're following your heart, and you're choosing to embark on this new relationship anyways, despite the fact that you don't know what the future yet holds. Some of you guys are just deciding to see where it goes. It's interesting because The two astrological oracle cards that I pulled for you guys, Leo and Cancer, are both very romantic signs. Cancers love very deeply. I'm sure you guys all know that, being Cancers yourself. They're the nurturers. They're selfless when it comes to love and relationships, and they love with all of their heart. And Leos have literally the biggest hearts in the whole zodiac. They rule the heart because they're ruled by the sun, and they have just the biggest hearts. And they're hopeless romantics. Both of them can be hopeless romantics. So that is the vibe that I'm getting this month. It's not every single month that this type of energy comes around. This is special. So I'm very excited for you guys to start this new journey. For some of you, it may not be a relationship per se. It could be that you're meeting really important people this month who you become great friends with, and these friends bring really positive things to your life. For some of you, it could be a business partnership that could turn into something amazing. Now I'm going to pull a clarifier for the High Priestess. Give me a clarifier card for the High Priestess. Give me a clarifier card for the High Priestess. Give me a clarifying card for the High Priestess. The Four of Swords is what I pulled as the clarifier card. That's interesting. So, the Four of Swords is about resting and regaining strength after a difficult time period. It's the card that comes right after the Three of Swords, which a lot of times has to do with heartbreak or hardship. So you could be coming out of somewhat of a dark time. Definitely could be in regards to relationships, because you've had Saturn in your house of relationships for a year or so now, which is a very heavy, intense energy, especially with the fact that it's been retrograde for the past month or two. That's heavy. You could have been going through a rough patch in your relationship, or even have gone through some very hard breakups. But what I'm sensing is that if you've allowed yourself to really rest and heal from whatever hard situation you were going through, now when Saturn goes direct this month in your 7th house, things are really going to start taking a turn for the better. Either you're going to be starting a brand new relationship altogether, or you're just going to be coming out of a very rough patch in your relationship and moving towards happier times. So either way, it's really good news for relationships. But I want to stress the importance of taking that time to rest and heal and just take care of yourself and take care of your well-being, because with Saturn in your 7th house, it's really put you through the ringer. It's put your heart through the ringer for the past month or so, and maybe even this whole past year that Saturn has been in your house, because it's not just Saturn that's in there, it's Pluto, which is really a heavy hitter and a karmic lord, and the South Node, which is also a heavy hitter that deals with karma. So you could have been dealing with a very karmic relationship that taught you a lot of hard lessons. And now that Saturn is going direct, you're starting to heal and come out of that and move towards calmer waters. But this month, it is going to be very important that you temper, all of the good things that are happening that you're excited about, that you want to move forward with resting and relaxing and healing, because the High Priestess and the Four of Swords here, clarifying it, are telling me that even though you are moving into better times, there is still healing that you need to do. That process is not done yet. And it doesn't mean that you have to put your life on hold or your relationships on hold. It just means that you have to have balance. You can still move forward and start these amazing things, but the healing process is ongoing. And you have to remember to put yourself first, no matter what. Because both Cancer and Leo, these two energies right here, crowning your reading, they both have a tendency in relationships to be very selfless and put the other partner first. They're both very loyal signs. And when they're really in love, especially if it's a new relationship where everything is super exciting, they tend to always think of the other person first and neglect themselves. So especially in the beginning of the relationship, when you're setting the tone and kind of defining how the relationship is going to be, you really need to make sure that you're keeping strong boundaries set in place in order to protect yourself and to protect your heart, and that you're also not giving too much without receiving the same back, because Cancers tend to do that. They're the givers, they're the nurturers, they're the mother archetype. So they give selflessly. And a lot of the times that means in relationships, they get the short end of the stick. They give more than they get, and that's not fair. So that could have been a problem that you've been going through with these karmic relationships in the past. And now that you're moving out of those karmic relationships that maybe weren't healthy for you, you're going to go into dating or go into this new relationship with a different mindset. You're going to be putting yourself first and maintaining boundaries and making sure that you still take care of yourself and that your partner is giving just as much as you are, because that's very important for you to have a healthy relationship. Now I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands. Excuse me. I'm going to drink my tea a little bit. My throat is starting to go a little raw. All right. Give me a clarifier for the Three of Wands. Give me a clarifier for the Three of Wands. Give me a clarifier for the Three of Wands. Give me a clarifier for the Three of Wands. That's so funny. Okay, so you got the Two of Wands as your clarifier for the Three of Wands. And that's so funny to me because here you got the Three of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups. And here you have the Three of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands. So lots of synchronicities happening for you in this reading in regards to the numbers 3 and 2. 2 is all about partnership, and 3 is a social number regarding friendships. So I do really think there's going to be a lot of emphasis this month on your friendships and your relationships. And I think that's what, the High Priestess and the Four of Swords here are talking about, that there's going to be so much focus on other people this month that it's going to be very easy for you to neglect yourself. And the most important thing with the Queen of Cups here ending your reading is that you are taking care of yourself and that you are taking that time to heal. Because with so much focus on other people, it's going to be easy to neglect yourself. It's going to be easy to neglect your own needs. And if you do that, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be bad. You're going to be not happy. You're going to be burned out. And it just won't be good. But if you are able to maintain that balance and you do remember to keep yourself a priority and take care of your health and your well-being, then this month will be so positive and so good. But if you don't maintain that balance, you will burn out. So if there's anything that you take away from this reading, take that away. Make yourself your top priority. Make sure that you are scheduling time in with yourself every single day just to do something for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes or 10 minutes of self-care. That makes a huge difference in the long run. It's just the little things, and they add up. So yes, there is going to be lots of new opportunities in terms of friendships and relationships. It's going to be a very social month. It's going to be a very fun month, but it's going to be busy and overwhelming, and you don't want to neglect yourself. With the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands happening in the same position, that tells me that, you could be making some traveling plans this month. In the Two of Wands here, he's looking off into the distance, thinking about his future plans, thinking about where he wants to go and what he wants to do. And that's the same thing that he's doing in the Three of Wands above it, looking off into the distance and thinking about his plans. So there could be a lot of planning in regards to ninth house things. As I said earlier, you're going to have a full moon happening in your ninth house, which has to do with higher education. It has to do with long distance travel. So around the middle of the month, you may be making really big plans to go back to school or to take a new class or to travel to a different country. Either way, there's definitely some planning that is in the mix. You're definitely concocting some type of new plans in regards to traveling or starting a new venture or starting school again, something of that nature. You're definitely making plans for the future. Alright, lastly, I'm going to clarify the Queen of Cups to wrap up your reading. Give me a clarifier card for the Queen of Cups. Give me a clarifier card for the Queen of Cups. Give me a clarifier card for the Queen of Cups. Give me a clarifier card for the Queen of Cups. Give me a clarifier card for the Queen of Cups. Alright, so the Two of Pentacles wanted to pop out, so I'm going to take it. Here it is. Alright, so this is exactly what I was feeling from your energy earlier. The Two of Pentacles has to deal with juggling a lot of things in your life. Trying to figure out how to manage it all. Trying to figure out how to balance it all. It really is a card of just balance. He's doing a balancing act, trying to make it all work. And you got a lot of 2s in this reading. You got 3 2s, so you're only missing 1 of them. 3 out of 4 came out in your reading. That's a lot of energy put on balancing other people and other obligations, other responsibilities, trying to make it all work. So with that cup clarifying the Queen, or with that card clarifying the Queen of Cups, that is just confirming to me that you really do need to take that time to heal and to rest this month, because there's going to be a ton of things that you're trying to balance. I would recommend writing it all out. If you don't already use a planner, get a planner, schedule things into your day. Make sure that every single day you're scheduling time to take care of yourself. Even if it's just 10 minutes, make the time for yourself, because it's those little things that make a huge difference in your well-being. So write everything down, get organized, because otherwise you're going to be so overwhelmed by all of your responsibilities and events and things going on that you may slip up, or your health and your well-being can take a hit because you're trying to do it all. But you could slip up on important things if you aren't careful and you're not organized and scheduling everything out. There's going to be so much going on that it's going to be easy to miss something. And that, one thing that you miss could be a really important thing. So I would definitely invest in a planner. At least just write things down, even if it's just like making a note on your phone every day about what you need to do. Some type of organization, because you are going to need it. Overall, I feel like the main energy of this reading is speaking about how, yes, there's going to be lots of new beginnings happening with regards to relationships, friendships, your social life, but also your future. There's going to be big plans in the mix for you in regards to your future, your goals, your higher education, traveling. There's going to be something big that you're planning this month. So with all of those things going on, it's just going to be very important that you maintain a balance and that you are taking care of yourself and staying organized, staying on top of things so that you don't slip up or miss something, and just making sure that you're taking care of yourself so that you don't burn out, because There's amazing opportunities coming for you this month, and you really don't want to miss out on those because you're burnt out. Alright guys, that is your forecast for the next 2 weeks. I hope that you found this reading helpful, that you were able to take something away from it. If you'd like a personal reading, my information is going to be in the description box below, so please feel free to reach out to me if that's something you're interested in. I hope you have an amazing September. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and blessed be to all of you.